Hi crafty friend, it's Justine Dvorak from Stationery by Justine, where when I craft, my world stands still. Today we're going to make this card that's on the screen. At the end, I will show you 5 more that I made with this collection from Spellbinders. I'm going to start off with this watercolor paper that I made with BB Cameron's watercolors. And I used her watercolors and just had so much fun making a ton of backgrounds. And I'm going to pair my background with a bunch of different little things that is from the Beautifully Imperfect collection from Spellbinders. This one is perfect for people who enjoy mixed media and adding lots of texture and such to their cards. I'm just going to add a whole bunch of stuff to this. It's going to be very, very mixed media, but we're going to start off with BetterPressing. Now, BetterPressing is going to, this BetterPress plate is going to press into my watercolor paper very well, but to get it in just the right spot, I'm using a magnet from Glassboard Studio, and then I'm releasing it, and that plate has dropped into place. That is one of my favorite little hacks for getting my BetterPress plates in the exact spot that I want them to be. Now I'm going to pull some brown ink from my stash. I'm going to use Bark. This is BetterPress ink. Remember that you can BetterPress with any paper and any ink in your stash. Your results will just be different based on what you choose. So I'm using watercolor paper, which is thick, and I'm using BetterPress ink, which is quick drying and high intensity. It's a pigment ink. So when I am finished, there will be a small impression into my paper, and the ink is dry right now looking at that butterfly. It is so gorgeous. This is the Butterfly Splatter set from this collection. Now, if you used a Copic-friendly ink and Copic-friendly paper, you could BetterPress with that, and you could color your items, or you could use a watercolor paper like I am. You could use the BetterPress paper, which is nice, thick cotton cardstock. You can just do lots of different things. Now, I love stitching on cards, so I am going to grab this little stitching die. This is from the Tangled Threads die set that is also from this same Beautifully Imperfect collection. I'm then going to take some DMC metallic floss, and this is the rose gold color. I'm going to then just stitch on this project, just going back and forth, doing a little bit of a stitch. Now I'm going very fast. I have lots of tips on my channel for stitching on cards, so be sure to check out the stitching playlist that I have on my channel. I will link it in the description of this video if you're wanting to check that out. I also have a Stitching 101 playlist where I give you lots of tips and tricks and tell you what you need and what you don't need for stitching on cards. You probably have a lot of the things in your own crafty area or crafty stash already. You just need some fun little dies and you can get to stitching. This one is super fun. It gives a very wonky stitch, and it is perfect for someone like me who likes to stitch, but I don't want to bust out my sewing machine. I'm just not that person. But I know that some people do sew on cards, and it is a very, very cool effect. So if you have a sewing machine that you enjoy using, try sewing on your card. Why not? I am also using some fun things from Vivant. Now, I thought about using this and stitching through those holes. My eye of my needle was way too little, and it just was not working. So I decided to make a little bow. I make bows by making 2 bunny ears and then adjusting the threads. Really simple. And then I'm going to just glue the little ends of that so it is secure. Now this gorgeous rose gold ribbon is also from Vivant. I will link those materials down below as well, and you can pick them up at the same time you grab the Beautifully Imperfect items from this collection. Yes, I just put glue on my arm because I wanted to get glue on the edges of my ribbon, and frankly speaking, I thought that was off camera, but it wasn't, so there you go, part of the video. Now with this collection, there is tons of really amazing items. I think there is 10 items, no, 10, 15 items. Wow. a lot. There's BetterPress plates, there's ephemera, colored cardstock, patterned paper, frames, but as you know, I'm a BetterPress babe with my friend Melanie, and I love a BetterPress item, and there is one called the Grunge Background that I'm going to make a purple heart project with. I'll show you that finished project at the end of this video. I can't wait to show you. It's one of my favorites that I've made recently. There's also a very cool little stamp set that makes a gorgeous grungy flower, which is so fun and bumps up the texture like crazy. Now I'm using this sentiment that says celebrate in your own style. This comes with the butterfly, so I figured I would pair them together. And then I'm going to add these little scraps of paper. Now I have die cut them out with the same die set that is with that stitching piece that I stitched. So I just took some scrap paper that was kind of mauvish or beige and dusty pink, and I'm just putting that down with some liquid glue. Now I am taking scraps from my stitching and just making what I would call little bird nests, just making a bunch of little knots and fraying up this thread just so it looks kind of, I don't know, grungy. I feel like I've said that way too many times, but I want it to just look well loved. So I'm adding knots, I'm twisting it, just making it look like a little sparrow flew into my craft room and decided to make a artful looking nest on my project. Now that gorgeous wax seal is a project that, not really a project, it's just a wax seal, but it's a wax seal that I made a long time ago, and I love the look of it, and it's just been on my desk for the longest time, and I thought maybe this would be nice to put it on at this project. So I considered it a lot, but it ends up not going on this project. But it is just so gorgeous. Let me know in the comments if you are a wax seal crafter. There's some exciting things coming up in the wax seal situation in my craft room. I'm going to be showing some new fun things, so be sure to subscribe so you are aware of those new fun things coming up on my channel. Now, there's also a few different new collections out on Spellbinders. Every 10th day of the month, there is a new release. So there's, what is it called? Cheers to you. Yes, no. I will grab the name of it really quickly, but it has a lot of ice cream dies, and it has a little martini. It's really sweet. Happier Hour. Hello, there it is. Happier Hour. So there is something for everyone in that one, I think. I think it would be perfect for making birthday cards for really anyone in your life, because there's something for children, adults, men, women, whatever you want to, or whoever you want to make a card for. So that is something that is really interesting. And I also just want to mention that Wendy Vecchi came out with a new collection this month as well. And I'm all about supporting all the crafty friends, and she is a crafty friend of mine. And if you've watched my channel before, you know that I love Wendy's gift card holder. So I just have to give a little shout out to Wendy. I won't be making a full-on video about that collection on my channel this month, but be sure to subscribe, or I guess more like follow my Instagram, Stationery by Justine, where I'm going to be making projects and posting those there. I will also be posting those on the Spellbinders Maker group. So if you are not an Instagram person and you prefer Facebook, you can check that out there. Now I'm adding these adorable sequins and little pearly pieces that I have had in my stash for over a year at least, maybe even 2 years at this point. But they are excellent embellishments from Spellbinders. They are part of the Color Essentials line, so you know it's great. They are pre-adhesive little embellishments, so I just used my tool from Trinity to place them in just the right spot. Now I'm going to be very tastefully placing all the extra little scrappy pieces so nothing goes to waste and it all is on my card. Let me know what you think about this one, and if you don't mind looking at these next few cards that I have finished and see what you like. And if you like something, let me know down in the comments. If you have any questions at all about any of these items or any of the projects I'm showing here today, just let me know by asking it in the comments of this video. I'd be more than happy to help answer them. I can't get over how fun it was to use my backgrounds that I made with BB Cameron's watercolors. If you'd like, I will link that video to this as well so you can see how I made a lot of these really, really fun backgrounds. I just cannot stop making them. Once I start, they just, I don't know, all of a sudden I look over and I have 50 pieces of paper that are drawing. So I enjoy it, to say the least. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and be sure to hit the like button if you liked or learned anything today, and we'll see you in my next video. Bye, crafty friend.